It's another NBA preseason game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Clippers won again, fellas, 108-103. The LA Clippers making it be known that this is their city too. Welcome inside the Staples Center. I'm Jonathan Khamis, being joined by our Lakers beat writer, Kevin Ding. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Jonathan.
All right, and our newest beat writer, Dan Woike. Did I pronounce that correctly?
You did, and I'm pretty sure the Clippers get to hang a banner for going 2-0.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they might as well. There's a lot of empty space over there.
Sure, why not? Take down the Canadian flag. Start with that.
All right. We could start with that. Why not? All right, Kevin. 2 losses in a row. Lakers fans were in panic mode, but that was with Kobe Bryant. Without Kobe Bryant, I thought they fared pretty well today.
They're okay. You know, it was still really sloppy. I mean, 21 turnovers, 22 turnovers tonight. It's just not good enough. I mean, and offense is clearly not what they've been working on in the training camp. So from that perspective, you give them a slight pass, but the season's going to start in 4 days, so you got to get a little bit more better organized, not be turning the ball over all the time.
Meanwhile, Lob Angeles, Lob City is looking good. Chris Paul just has a way of electrifying the fans over here. I mean, you could hear like a hush go over the crowd whenever that ball is in the air. And Dan, this is going to be one fun team to watch.
Yeah, it's probably the most exciting Clipper team ever through 2 games. That didn't count in the standings. But, I mean, it's going to be – I mean, they have tremendous athletes. After the game, Chris Paul said when he's in the paint, it's kind of like Baskin-Robbins, that you can pretty much get whatever you want. And you know, I mean, so he's a good quote, too. You know, he dropped a dime on us there. But – you know, he just brings something like a level of professionalism to the point guard position that really, I mean, he's the best true old school point guard in the NBA. He's pass first. You know, I think he had 7 points tonight. I mean, but if you watch the game, he had a huge impact. He had 10 assists. And, you know, he didn't even play that well tonight. And, you know, they've got Blake Griffin, could step up, and obviously in the 4th quarter tonight had a huge game. The question for the Clippers, like it's going to be, sounds like for the Lakers at least, is going to be defensively. What can they do? They weren't good enough tonight.
Kevin, what can we talk about with the Lakers? Maybe some guys who performed well today. I thought Devin Ebanks had a really good game, and I think he can contribute this season.
Yeah, he's definitely a sleeper. He's a guy Kobe brought up unsolicited, early in training camp as a guy that we're really hoping that can emerge this season. And, you talk about all the guys the Lakers have lost, Lamar Odom especially. But Ebanks, not just on defense either. I mean, he had a reputation when he was at West Virginia as a really exciting, tenacious defensive player who was really raw on offense. And actually, when you see him even in practice and in these exhibition games, he's a really, reasonably polished offensive player who can make shots and create his own shot and make it, which, for right now the Lakers are hoping, Meta World Peace is going to do for them, and that's not happening. And there are lots of other players who the Lakers have that just cannot do that. So there's an opportunity there for Ebanks.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time the announcer said Meta World Peace, everyone started laughing.
No, you're right.
Got it. Everyone started laughing.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so what's next for the Clippers? Obviously, they're point guard heavy. Do you look for them to make a move?
I mean, I think more so even than the talent they have today is the talent that they can acquire going forwards, because they still are relatively flexible within the salary cap. They're in a good spot where they can still make a move potentially in a month or 2 months to either fill in because of an injury, which I know is something Vinny Del Negro's worried about, or if they just want to get better, if they think that they have a deficiency somewhere, they can address that once teams kind of start to fall out of the playoff picture.
And as far as the Lakers are concerned, Kevin, I'm sure a lot of Laker fans are twiddling their thumbs, waiting every single second, checking the Twitter feed. Is Dwight Howard coming from Orlando? Are the Lakers going to make this move or not? Or are they just not going to be able to get him?
You're the first person who's ever asked me about Dwight Howard. I mean, that's new. There's no indication from what I'm told that the Lakers are going to trade Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol for Dwight Howard. Ridiculous. But frankly, there are a lot of Lakers backers who want that to happen. I think you saw in the first exhibition game, even when Kobe did play, how stifled they would be if they had just Kobe and Dwight as their offensive thrust, because Dwight is not a polished offensive player, and Kobe at this point doesn't create as much as he used to. So that is something that you shouldn't really expect the Lakers to do, but they're hoping that as time goes by and Orlando gets more motivated to make this trade, that Andrew Bynum is the best building block that will be out there for them, and if that's so, then maybe there's a deal out there.
Jerry Buss playing poker, being patient. I like it. So let's talk about predictions, fellas. I want you to talk about your respective teams and where do you think they'll finish overall in the conference. Dan, I'll start with you.
I think the Clippers will be probably either a 4th or a 5th seed in the West, and I think they could make it to the Western Conference semifinals. I'm not 100% sure that they're ready to take that next step, but they're improving, and they're a team that actually has a realistic championship shot probably in a year or two.
What about the Lakers? What do you think about their chances?
I mean, if they stay healthy, I mean, they're proven they're certainly capable of making the conference finals. I don't see it happening. I really like Oklahoma City this year, and I think that Dallas is probably a little more talented team. We've got this 4 that's pretty good. I don't know, he's married to some reality woman. But I don't know. He might make a difference down there. So
yeah, we'll see. Kevin, your thoughts? Where would the Lakers end up, and the Clippers?
I'd say the Lakers are still a favorite to reach the Western Conference Finals. I think Oklahoma City is definitely ahead of the curve at this point. There's nothing to suggest that team won't be better, and the Lakers, at this point, you can't project them to be, a better team than the Thunder. I think Dallas is probably a little overrated. I think human nature-wise, they're going to have a bit of a letdown this year. So the opening is still there if Andrew Bynum stays healthy. I think he's going to make a huge leap forward this year. I think people are underestimating that. Obviously, there's that caveat if he does stay healthy. But I think the Lakers can still be there at the end in the West Finals, and I think the Clippers will have a really great regular season. I think Chris Paul is going to make a world of difference as far as their winning edge, giving them that real confidence that they can win every single night. And I think maybe once you get to the playoffs, then some of that inexperience will show.
Should be an exciting NBA season. These guys can't wait. I can't wait. We all can't wait. The NBA season kicks off Sunday, Christmas Day. Thanks to Dan. Thanks to Kevin. Thank you for watching.